That's your countdown.
Yep. 3-2 live.
3-2.
That was a 3-2.
5-6 live.
Oh, countdown there.
You're live.
On 3, we're gonna be live.
Thanks, Cameron.
We're not
Appreciate you.
Worst Cameron ever. We're also
Well, he's
not
only
live,
level 1.
So
Fair enough.
now we're online.
-1.
Actually, it's a common.
All that means is like don't talk about Jews and blacks. Hey,
You just broke your rules.
So don't talk about Jews or blacks?
You just talked about them.
Can we talk about Asians? Actually, it's a common.
all that means is like don't talk about Jews and blacks. Hey, you just broke your rules.
That's cool. No feedback.
Well, when Cameron gets back, I will
Can you
explain the
hear the
rules.
music?
If everybody will
Of course I can. I'm sitting right here.
Ha.
Oh, for sure.
Oh.
Shit.
Minus fucking 1.
Well, when Cameron gets back, I
The
will
music is there? Okay. I can't really hear it. Cool.
Of course I can. I'm sitting right here.
Unless because you turned it off.
Depends on how like bad you really want it.
I want it real bad. I'm super
Jordan,
thirsty.
taco me.
I'd like
So bad.
people to be able to hear the music we're listening to, but if
They can hear it if you want.
they can hear it. Okay.
I can hear it too when I watched it back the other day. Wrong equipment now. We are streaming, but we're not online. Like we're offline.
No. How is that possible?
I don't know.
I read this tutorial. Okay.
Please do. This is like
It says
my
you're
biggest
streaming live
fantasy.
Twitch.
I can hear it. But it's like just very subtle in the background.
That's fine.
Number 1, like
I don't want it to like
fantasy, like
overpower our voices or anything.
And I mean, it can be somebody you know or somebody you don't know. Just curious.
All right. Yep. We're good to go.
Excellent.
I don't know, someone like called
Yeah, make sure the volume of your laptop
violently,
is.
and then he'd eat it, you know?
Violently,
Then he'd actually eat my taco.
Guys,
Alright.
appropriate conversations for the internet, please.
This is an
That was very
We're
appropriate.
just talking about dicks.
We're just talking about.
Eating, talking about
Dude,
eating
we're just
tacos.
talking about tacos,
Oh,
bro.
eating
I thought Rule
tacos, okay.
32 implied everything was
Like
okay.
pink tacos?
Maybe.
You can talk
Anyway,
about it. You just
I
can't
really
show
love
it.
the dates
Oh.
about everybody. Okay.
All right.
Do you like
What are
that?
names?
Mark?
Yeah, looks good.
Dan, Ed,
Wait, what?
Nahara.
What is this?
Dahara? Whatever.
Jesus fuck.
Show.
Cameron.
Oh. Huh.
Is it on all of us? Can you see it over there on all of us? Okay.
I like our logo.
Thanks, we literally threw it together in like 3 minutes.
I mean, the
Just
turkey
now.
looks a little freaked out by that banana.
I mean,
They're huge
bananas.
When your banana's that size, it's a little scary.
It's true.
I mean, the banana's bigger than the turkey.
I scare myself every morning I wake up.
Okay, so
All right. So this evening we have foregone our standard D&D or Vikings to play Eldritch Horror. I feel like I should state who it's made by and all that fun jazz. But I don't know either of those.
it's made by
It's
people.
by,
Fucking Google it.
Fantasy Flight, isn't it?
Yeah, it's another Fantasy Flight board game.
Awesome.
Found it at all your local
You,
comic shops,
set up.
generally. I know Dragon Sword has it. Shameless plug for Dragon Sword.
Fuck those guys.
Oh man. Well, we just lost those guys.
Bye.
Farewell, Dragons.
You mean the guys that agreed for me to run on Mondays and then be like, oh, we're closed. You suck.
You suck.
Like, fuck those guys.
So,
Alright. So the premise of the game is we are trying to stop the Eldritch Horrors from destroying the world. It is set in 1920s across the world. Rules. This is the fun part. There are 3 phases. You have your action phases. Each investigator gets 2 actions during that phase. That can consist of moving, buying a boat or train token, which you can only buy a ticket on a space that has the corresponding movable type, such as Istanbul. You can only get to Istanbul from train. So you can only buy a train ticket as far as a token. You can move there without a ticket. The way tickets work is it is a free move action.
Okay.
Same as like Space 15. where Ezra is at. It is only accessible by boat, so he can only buy a boat ticket there and then use it. His move action could go here, he could take a second move action here, and then use his boat token to make a free action to go to Antarctica. You can only have 2 tickets at any time. That can be 2 boat, 2 train, or 1 of each. Other actions include trying to acquire assets from the reserve down here. The way that works is you look at your character card
And you must be on a city space to do so.
to acquire assets. Each one of those stats represents how many d6 you will roll for a challenge that requires that stat. Successes in this game are 5 or 6.
Okay.
There is no, unless a card specifies, there's not a critical failure on a 1. There are cards where that's a thing, but again, cards trump rules. Or the rules on a card trump the overall game rules. Let's see. We need to start off by determining who wants to be the lead investigator. Lead investigator will be the first person to go. Lead investigator also occasionally has cards that affect just them. Not always bad, but mostly. And lead investigator settles all disputes.
I like being a masochist. Why not?
I'm gonna say that sounds like a great gig.
You can change lead investigator
I'm the lead investigator.
on strategy at the end of every phase.
Well, I was like showing it to everybody, and then
So at the end of every full turn, we can opt to change the lead investigator depending on if we need you to move last as opposed to first or third or something like that. Scenario-wise, my particular character, the politician, I know, shop,
wow.
needs to go last because we all have, every character has a special action. They have a passive and an active for their character. Say we go through the action phase, then after that will be encounter phase, where we will settle stuff based on where we're at on the board. If we were switching to the encounter phase right now, for example, since I'm in San Francisco, I would flip over a green card, and it would have a challenge that I would take. Each city has a specific thing underneath it. San Francisco, you run a higher probability of improving your perception, improving your lore, gaining spells. It does not guarantee that that will happen, but the probability of that being the outcome of your card is higher.
Okay.
Also, encounter phases. Ezra, if you were still here during your encounter phase, you would take a clue, or would do a clue challenge. If you succeeded on that, you would gain this clue. Clues can be used to re-roll a d6 if you need to. They are also commonly used to solve the mysteries. The point of this game is we need to solve the 3 mysteries of Azathoth before the Doom counter, currently sitting at 15, gets all the way down to 0.
Nahara, will you point on to 15 and then down to 0?
15. 0.
Okay.
I know that was difficult.
Counting's hard.
At 0, I will flip the Azathoth card over, and whatever the back says is what will happen to us and the world. Depending on the Eldritch Horror we're facing, some of them we lose, some of them the Eldritch Horror comes into the world, and we get to attempt as mere mortals to fight a god.
What could go wrong?
Right. I will keep spoilers to a minimum. I know Azathoth, that is the one I have played the most, because it's easy mode.
Woo! Easy mode!
After the encounter phase, I will flip a Mythos card.
Okay.
And depending on what it says, I will either progress the Omen tracker here, 1 space clockwise. It can also periodically spawn more gates, spawn more monsters, spawn more clues.
Okay.
And then I will actually read the card, and it will tell us what is going on in the world. Almost never good.
Well, yeah. The game's called Eldritch Horror.
Exactly. This is a game of teamwork and strategy. I have probably played this game 10 times now. I think we've won 3.
Nice.
It's not set up to win.
Yeah.
Good. Fuck winning.
Any other strategy or questions, feel free to ask.
Yeah, explain the whole thing again.
The whole thing again?
No.
Come on, Cameron.
Where does we go?
Action phase, encounter phase, mythos phase. Those are the basics.
Alright.
I will now, with the game starting, I will flip the first mystery and tell you what we need to be working towards first.
Oh.
Wait, but aren't we in different areas? Like,
Yes.
We are.
How
We're
are
a
you talking
team,
to me?
correct?
Kind of.
We're using,
Cell phone.
Cell phones.
yeah,
Okay.
sure, 1920 cell phones.
Well, you
We're sending messages.
Sending pigeons across
Yeah.
the sea.
There's no specific
Wiretaps,
like time frame for
okay.
each turn. So
And
it
there
could be
is
like,
magic in this world, so
hey, we call
Right,
somebody
it's a
or hey,
steampunk-
send a messenger.
It's a steampunk cell phone. You know, it sends Morse code to another
Morse theme?
steampunk.
Hey, before we get started, we should probably all mention what characters we have.
and what their abilities are.
All right.
That would be a good thing. So, lead investigator Ezra, we will start with you and work clockwise.
I am playing Akachi Onyel. I'm the shaman. I've got 5 health and 7 psychology, or whatever.
Sanity.
7 sanity. My action, I can look at the top 2 gates in the gate stack. I can put one gate back on top and the other on bottom.
Gate stack.
And then when I close a gate during an otherworld encounter, I may give it to any space containing a clue or a gate.
Alright. To you, DM Nahara.
Alright, I'm playing Mark Harrigan, the soldier. I have 8 heart, or 8 life, and 4 sanity. And myself and 1 monster on my space will lose 1 health as an action, and I cannot become delayed or gain detained condition unless I want to. So, yeah, it's nice.
Alright. To you, Aya.
I am playing Lily Chin. I'm a martial artist. I have 6 heart and 6 sanity. I may spend any number of health or sanity to recover an equal amount of health or sanity. And then when I improve a skill, I may immediately improve it again.
Pause for a second, please. That raises a point. Raising skills, you can only take your skills up a max of 2 points. Even for you, so instead of to max out a skill that you would be improving, you will only have to do it once since you double, as opposed to the rest of us, it will require us 2 tries to take a skill maxed out from where it's at.
So can a stat go up to like any number, but it can only raise twice?
Yes.
Okay.
Like,
Max
my
is-
lore is 2, the max I can take it is 4.
Gotcha. So
But
my
if
will
you
is
got-
4, the
then
max
you
I
take
can take is
6.
6.
Right.
Gotcha. Cool.
Alright. To you, Neil.
I am Norman Withers, the astronomer. I'm an old man with a long beard, like a wizard.
Was on!
As an action, I can spend 2 clues to discard 1 monster on a space containing a gate. And once per round, I may spend 1 sanity in place of spending a clue token. I've got 5 health and 7 sanity.
Alright.
Nice.
I am playing Charlie Kane, the politician. My 2 actions are I can cause another investigator of my choice to immediately perform an additional action. And my static effect is when I perform and acquire assets maneuver, instead of having to keep it myself, I can pass it to whoever I feel needs it.
That's handy.
I am Santa Claus. I have 4 health and 8 sanity.
Alright, Santa.
To you, George.
I'm Leo Anderson. I'm called, anyway, the expedition leader. My skill set, using an action, I can test influence, and if I pass, I can gain an ally asset from the reserve or discard piles. If I'm on a wilderness space, investigators on my space roll 1 additional die when resolving test, and my health is 6, and my sanity is 6 as well.
That raises another thing real quick. Wilderness spaces, there are 3 types of spaces on the board. We have wilderness is this symbol right here with the green. We have sea spaces with the nautical wheel, and then the city spaces are the buildings.
Okay.
They aren't necessarily the big spaces. They change depending on what's here in the corner, regardless of what it's got.
Gotcha.
So on a green space, his effect comes into play.
Show me what you got.
What are they?
I want to see what you got.
What? What is it?
Alright, I am playing Jim Colbert. He is the musician. As an action, each investigator on your space recovers 1 sanity. Investigators on your space roll 1 additional die when resolving tests during combat encounters. 7 health and 5 sanity.
So he's a bard.
Mm-hmm. He is our bard.
Super bard.
Alright. We have done introductions.
So we have.
Here is our first mystery. Occult research. The Shan are controlling innocent victims everywhere, using them to call forth Azathoth. After an investigator resolves a research encounter, he may spend 1 clue he gained from that encounter and place that clue on this card. At the end of the Mythos phase, if there are clues on this card equal to the number of investigators, so 7 of us, solve this mystery.
Okay.
To win the game, again, there are 3 mysteries.
Gotcha.
And research is where you go for the clues.
Okay. So, me starting on a space with a clue. What does that mean?
It means you can just hang out there until the encounter phase and attempt to go straight for that clue.
Okay.
To try and go for this. Or you can continue to, you can try and move, get the tickets. This symbol right here, the compass, that is an expedition.
Alright.
Expeditions are generally kind of trickier encounters. Come from this stack here. But if you succeed, they have large boons.
Okay.
Leading to, I've seen some that will set the doom counter back. Or you can get a trinket or a relic.
Okay.
They are more powerful tools and abilities.
So I'm in my which phase again?
You are now in your action phase.
My action phase, and then there is an encounter phase, and then a Mythos phase.
Right.
And
we
each player has one, right?
Yeah, we will go encounter phase we will go action phase all the way
All the way
around.
around. Encounter
and then
phase
encounter
all the way
phase,
around.
and then Mythos
then
phase
Mythos
is the world altering one.
Okay. So my movement options are to go up to that expedition area, or get a ticket and set sail. Right.
Yes, or you can just stay where you're at. You can forego taking an action if you are in a advantageous place to stay.
I feel like it's an advantage to stay where I am.
I agree.
So I'm going to do that.
Would you like to buy a boat ticket just in case?
Why not? What does it cost to buy a boat ticket?
Absolutely nothing.
I buy all the boat tickets. I am now selling boat tickets for $1 each.
The full list of actions, if you need a reminder: travel, rest, trade, prepare for travel, which is buying a ticket, acquire assets, and then component actions, which are like the stuff on your character.
So you can't both buy a ticket and then move.
So I I can't buy a ticket and acquire assets.
You can.
You can.
Then I would like to acquire assets.
Okay, here's what is on the acquire assets. We have fine clothes. It costs 2. Each 6 you roll when performing an acquire assets action counts as 2 successes.
Okay.
That would be advantageous for my character to
Gotcha.
have. You have the wireless report. When you gain this card, you immediately give any number of clues you have to another investigator.
Alright.
So it cancels the having to be on the same space to trade.
But we only have one investigator.
We're all investigators.
Oh, okay, but he's the head one.
He's the lead investigator.
I'm the lead investigator.
The other one is, and that card gets discarded as soon as you use it, as soon as you get it. This one here is private care. It costs 2. When you gain this card, immediately recover all health and sanity, but you discard the card.
Okay.
It's not something you can save. And then for 1, we have a 18 Derringer. You may add 1 to the result of 1 die when resolving a strength test during a combat encounter. And to acquire assets, you roll d6 equal to your influence.
Gotcha.
What are the numbers?
Okay,
In the
well-
corner of them.
That's the cost.
Okay.
Alright, so there's...
Where's
There
the
are 4
money?
people that are watching us. Those 4 people,
What
are
is
they
the cost
us?
to tell though? Like,
No, that's
One of them's
what you
focus.
that's what you have to roll on your acquire assets roll to get it. It doesn't have an activation cost. Once you've got it, it's yours. You got
yeah.
it. You can also, when acquiring assets, that's not a card. You can take out.
Yeah.
You can take out a loan from the bank. It will give you 2, but you gain a debt condition. Debt conditions you can rest to get rid of, or rest to attempt to get rid of. So you have 1 success with your 5.
I'll buy the Derringer.
All right.
Them Derringer bullets is weak. Powerful weak.
All right. Now,
I
That is-
acquired a
that's-
Derringer.
That's what I would want.
all right. So play is to you, Nahara.
Okay. I have no idea what to do. So
Maybe if you were paying attention, you would know.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on.
maybe.
They've been explaining the action economy for a little while now.
Yeah.
It's like half.
So
I'm
it's
sorry,
the
I was
action
just-
phase. So you can perform
An action.
2 actions. Either you can't perform the same action twice. That is one
Okay.
thing. But you can travel, which is to say, move investigator to an adjacent space.
Okay.
Rest, which you don't need to do because you're not missing any health or sanity.
Right.
Trade. There are no people on your space, so
Right.
you can't trade. You can prepare for travel, which is buy a ticket for ship or train.
I would like to buy a ticket to travel to Rome because I want to.
You don't need to worry about where you're going.
Okay.
The tickets are just kind of like generic.
All right.
They're
well,
extra.
I would like to buy a ticket for $1.
Now you do not have to use a ticket to move initially.
Yeah. You
So
can
like you
spend an
can
action
move,
to move.
you can move to Rome, and
Okay.
that's just an action.
All right.
Now if you want a ticket, we can do that too, and you don't have to have done it.
What can I? What?
So what is the point of the ticket?
What-
Don't.
Yeah.
Okay. These down
Actually,
here.
where you were, you would have to. You couldn't buy a ticket. You can only buy tickets in cities.
That was.
That was a city.
Oh, it was?
14 is a city.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so this right here during the encounter
No, 14
phase,
is a city,
I will
not
flip
my
a
penis
card,
is a city.
and the card has a larger probability of having an encounter or a test for you to improve your will.
Okay.
So what's the point of the ticket?
Well, can I do that?
You can. When we come to the encounter phase,
Okay, we're not there yet.
we're not there yet.
Okay.
Do you want a boat ticket or a train ticket? Because you're in a place that can work for either.
I think that I don't know. So
Travel action after moving.
Oh.
You may spend any number of travel tickets to move 1 additional space per ticket
She
spent.
only moved once per
okay.
So that's why you need travel tickets.
I guess I don't want to go anywhere. I don't know where I want to go.
Staying where you are is optimal, but you
Yeah.
can still have a ticket
Okay.
to
Yeah.
stockpile. You don't.
Yeah,
have
I would like
use
to buy a ticket to stockpile the ticket.
train or boat.
Boat. I feel like a boat would be
All right.
useful.
From where you're at. Yeah.
All right. Plays to you, Aya.
Okay. So I do have
You
a
can call her
question,
Lily in this because she's the Liu Chen.
which is
Alright. On the
Chun-Li.
encounter, because you're here with a gate and a monster,
Okay.
when we go to the encounter phase, you have to defeat a monster before you can do anything else.
okay, but I do have an action phase still.
You do still have an action phase.
Okay, I would like to get a ticket.
You can't. Okay. Here's a couple of things. You can't. You cannot acquire assets if there's a monster, and you cannot rest if there's a monster. But you can get a ticket.
I didn't know that.
And you have to act before the encounter. I can't.
Correct.
Yeah.
So you'll need to hang out there. to be able
Action,
That's
encounter,
Mythos.
mythos.
Okay. And do we all do an action before the
to-
encounter?
Yes, it will be.
You have two actions. You can use them on these things, but you know
What does the component action do again?
That's your card.
Okay. Okay.
But you don't seem to have.
Anything I can
Yeah.
do right now?
So
You can
it's
just
down
skip
to travel, which you don't want to because there's a gate to mess with, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are out. You can't rest because there's a monster. You can't trade because there's no one there. So you can't acquire assets because
So I can
there's a monster.
basically
So you
get a
can
ticket.
get a ticket, and that's pretty much it.
Well, then I'll do
Do
that.
you want a train ticket or a boat ticket?
I'll do both for now.
Alright.
Can she get a ticket for both since that's the
No.
only action she can do?
I'll only get one.
You can only do the same action. You can't repeat an action in a turn.
Yeah,
Okay.
and the prepare for travel action contains both of those ticket options, so you can't use one and one.
Well, my turn is done.
Alright. Neodymian? You are an Arkle.
Well, and the mystery is what we need to
Clues.
Three clues.
research encounters.
7.
Very specifically research encounters. Okay.
3 mysteries.
Well, then I
Each
will.
mystery is something as drawn out as this.
And we have to get 7 clues. Just
Yep. The game actually is
I'll
harder.
get a boat ticket
But we only have 4 clues in the board.
and
They spawn.
Oh.
I will attempt to acquire some assets.
You can do an encounter to spawn up. Alright, so you will roll your influence.
Sweet.
What's he do?
He's gonna try and. Literally, the only thing you can get without a debt is a wireless report.
Hey!
Which
Immediately give any number of clues to another investigator on any space.
Hey guys, will we turn all of our figures like
Towards the.
that?
wait, this way.
Yep.
Oh.
This way? This way.
Face.
So Ritzy is what he wants to blow him kisses.
Who?
He's like, no, somebody.
What was it?
Kisses blown, Ritzy.
What's the debt?
Ritzy wants kisses. Blown kisses, guys.
Blue kisses.
Anything for the fans.
What's the debt?
Don't be a
condition
smartass
like?
about it, are you?
I will always be a smartass about
Debt, it
it.
will get you 2. And the condition
what it
is you can take a local action to try and get rid of it. If a bad stuff triggers during the mythos phase, you will flip the debt over and see what happens.
Yeah, I'll take a debt.
We do?
So you can. He's going to take a debt. Do not flip the back over.
Okay. So that gives me 2
That'll give you 3. Good job.
total with
So you can get anything on the board.
What is that 0?
That's the
That's
bank.
not a card. That's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the.
That's what you just did.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. I just couldn't read from here because I am old and blind.
Of the things for you to get, the missionary would be the
You're not that
best.
blind.
For him, that would still work, and your guy can work without all of them. Also, there is trading.
I want all allies.
That's how I play him too. I just walk around with my own personal mom.
Oh, well that's handy.
For someone with more than one influence.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know that. Yeah, I'll take this thing.
What a bastard. Right.
Yes.
Good thing you guy.
All right.
Thanks, pal.
Holy water is now on the board.
How much is that?
2. Dang. Alright. So that was your turn. I will attempt to acquire assets. Alright. 2 successes. I will get to find clothes.
Of course you will.
Same thing from here, right?
What's it do to help you?
Each time I roll a 6 and acquire assets, it counts for 2 successes.
Hell yeah!
Yeah. So now I can start playing Santa Claus more efficiently.
Yay!
And for my second action, I will get a boat ticket because I know that Doom will visit San Francisco before I'm ready. Meta. Alright,
So-
plays to you, George.
With the way these work, it says gain life 1, so it's you get to roll an extra die
Right.
plus the reroll.
Plus, yes. And because of your character's ability, you don't have to acquire assets. You just have to roll influence and get 1 success.
Yes.
Because you're the expedition leader.
4 and 2.
So that is no successes. Now you can attempt to acquire assets the good old-fashioned way
Yeah.
and just roll your influence and hope for 2
I mean,
successes.
that one's kind of cool too.
Yeah.
What is it?
He used his static or his card ability,
Yeah.
and he failed. So now he's going to try to just acquire assets the way
6
the
and
rest.
4.
So that's
Um,
1 success.
Something that might be helpful is if we all announce the actions that we're taking.
Okay.
Like, I'm going to use my card action that does blah, and then that way
That would be
the watchers know what the hell we're doing, and the other players at the table know what the hell we're doing.
Alright,
Okay. You're going to take debt?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're gonna get. It's not gonna
We're all
be
dead in
the evil, otherworldly horrors that kill us. It's gonna be a bunch of debt
mob
collectors.
bobs.
Yeah.
I mean,
So now
chances
you
are
still
we're all gonna die anyway, so what's a little bit?
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to think.
On one.
Once.
Anyway,
It's my motto in life. Take on as much debt as I can before I die.
Here you go. Alright.
just juggle it.
Oh, no.
Damn.
Yeah. Juggle the debt, pass it on to your children.
Well, we go. No, debt doesn't transfer to your children.
So do I still have 1 action?
Well, why the fuck
I
are you
use that one.
No, you use both.
Why have
actions.
children?
Why have
Exactly.
So they can work on your farm.
Damn.
So they can work
I
on
really wanted to go to
So they can help work off your debt.
Alright. Plays to you, Cameron guy.
I want to do all the things.
Well, you can only do 2 of the things.
Would
so.
you like to switch me spaces for a moment?
No, it's fine.
Do you know where you are on the board?
I'm in Louisiana.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta talk like it. I'm in Louisiana.
Oh yeah, I see where I'm at. I'm gonna stay
you
where
said
I'm
it
at.
the same way.
Yeah, your voice did change.
Yeah, it's a
You
city.
can't just say car. You have to say car.
Care.
Lawrence.
Yes.
I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
I'm
That seems
just
to
a
be what
sweet
everyone's
son of
doing.
Bill.
That is
I'm gonna buy a boat ticket
boat ticket.
and then.
$1,
No.
please.
You cannot buy a boat ticket.
Why can I not?
Where you are at, you only have access to that on the train.
I'm in fucking Louisiana. How can I
I
not get
agree.
a boat
I
ticket?
didn't make the board
He didn't
game.
make the game.
What
It's
the hell?
That's like going to the restaurant complaining about the prices to
Give
a
me
poor server.
Give me a train ticket then.
Alright.
Yeah, that really doesn't make
I'm
any
in
sense.
I
Louisiana.
guess he's not in Louisiana,
The-
he's just in the south.
he's in the south. He's in Mexico.
How do you know that?
Texas.
All right.
Because see
Texaco.
See the
I-
different path
See what
colors?
Yeah,
paths
see,
runs
train.
through it.
boat. Where he's at, he only has train access.
The red lines,
okay.
the red lines are rail
Obviously-
lines. The white lines are boat lines.
Obviously,
Yellow dotted
there is
lines
a
are
blockade at the
exploration
dock.
lines.
It's not in Louisiana
Alright,
anyway.
and then I would like to try
Basically meaning
to
you can't take a
acquire-
train
That is true.
or a boat there. You have
To
to
acquire
use
assets,
one
how do I go about that?
action
Alright.
to move
Your
there.
influence-
Assets, fuck bitches.
Your influence on your
No,
card, you will roll that
You
number
spend
of dice.
those 2
What's
that are
my
90
info?
degrees wrong.
Nope.
Influence is the
Yep.
handshake symbol on
So
your
I got
card.
3.
Thank you,
So
Nora.
you will roll 3d6s, and each 5 or 6 is a success. So you have 1 success. You can
Get
wireless report where it will allow you to transfer
clues to
clues
another
that
player.
you own to another player. Or you can do, like the rest of the cool kids apparently,
And take on
a debt, which will take you up to 3. In which case you could get...
What does debt do?
It could fuck you later.
Yeah, basically it'll screw you later, but you can take an action to test your influence to try to get rid of it on your turn.
Alright, so what's the best card on there right now?
Best card on there right now you can't get.
Oh, fuck.
It requires 4.
Oh my god.
4 what?
4 successes.
Oh.
You have
can get an
one.
maximum
But there's
of 3
one
and take on
and
dead.
2.
You have a wireless report, which at the moment will do you no good. There's private care, which will currently do you no good.
But later,
And
might.
then well, you can't save them.
Oh.
They're
Yeah.
immediately used.
Oh.
Aw.
Private
And
care.
holy water, on the other hand, it requires 2 successes, so with debt you could get it. You may discard holy water to gain a +5 willpower and strength during a combat encounter.
Well, then hell yeah, give me that. I'll take some debt.
Alright, so hand him this and his debt.
No more
Alright, the bank is out of loans.
Bank is out of loans.
Temporary.
Dynamite.
Bank's poor.
One round.
Good job,
One
guys.
round, we've loaned them out.
I haven't gone in debt.
I haven't either. I didn't even know that was a possibility because I was too busy making a banner for
I have debt. Okay.
That seems
Alright,
important.
so now we are to the encounter phase. Lead investigator.
All right.
For you.
Alright, so you are on a research encounter,
I am.
and it's a city.
Real briefly, will you run it in front of the cam? Just so people can see what it looks like. Alright, cool.
Alright,
It's just a bunch of text.
yeah. For the city research, scientists report that their sample of radium was stolen. Your investigation indicates a connection to worshippers of Azathoth. Roll observation.
Observation. I have 2 observations, so I'm rolling 2 die.
All the observations.
Hey! 2 6s.
Awesome. If you pass, you discover signs of cult activity. Gain this clue. Now, do you want me to put it on the mystery?
Yeah. Let's put it on the mystery.
Alright. Had you failed, the scientists tell you what horrors the thieves might unleash using the radium, and you'd have lost a sanity.
Can I give the clue that I've begun with also to the
No.
horror? No.
It
does
has
say
to be on a
specifically
research.
On a research.
Alright.
You guys are making things up as you go.
So how
what does
would
that
I get
clue
this
do?
clue onto?
You can't, but
You
you
can't.
can use that clue. There are spells that will require them.
Okay.
There are certain things will happen in the game, like
And you have to
there
expend
are
the clue.
scenarios where if you don't
Okay.
spend clues equal to half the number of players, you lose the game. Stuff
wow.
like that.
Okay.
You can also spend a clue to re-roll 1 die. Should you
Okay.
ever need to.
That would have been nice.
That's good information. Okay.
Have a clue.
I know, that would have been nice.
Yeah, get a clue.
Alright, so you are in the encounter phase and you are in
It was
Rome.
Ezra.
Yeah, I would like to do something in the
Living room. With the
Alright,
dice.
I was actually meaning like
This
get
is-
a clue. Like
the encounter card for Rome.
I know.
More text and pretty orange. You are invigorated by a visit to a magnificent cathedral.
Goddamn right I am.
Improve your willpower. Will you hand DM Nahara willpower improvement? In the basement, you find a mosaic depicting robed men bowing before a great
Was it
fire.
1? Did you
Yeah.
say 1 or 2?
One. Well, it's flip it. There's 2 on one side.
Oh, okay, that's handy.
2 works for, or 2 works for me.
1. To your horror, it is surrounded by scorch marks that resemble human silhouettes. Make a will check -1.
Okay, so let me roll 1 die.
What is your will score?
4.
Okay. So right now it's 5
5.
because of that, but it's
Okay.
going to be will -1, so you will roll 4 die.
Okay. And I gotta get
You
what
need
now?
a 5 or a 6.
1.
Just 1. You have none.
Damn.
If you fail, you're in a paranoia condition.
Now I got both.
Why didn't you roll your double?
That first one was a test.
Why didn't you roll your real d6?
Oh wait,
Yeah.
You got a 5.
I got a 9.
Alright. Do not flip this over until. You okay over there, Ezra?
Rose petals.
What am I not supposed to flip over?
That.
Don't flip it over.
So read the front.
This is the side I should be reading, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Paranoia condition, madness. When you perform a rest action, you may roll 1 die. On a 5 or 6, I can discard this card. Some sort of weird symbol test.
Bad stuff symbol.
Alright. If you fail, flip this card.
The bad stuff
A
symbol.
bunch of weird symbols. But if I fail whatever the test is,
Let
then
me see real fast.
that's a will test. That's what it is.
Fucking
I gotta have a will test. Some shit.
Awesome.
Turkey makes it.
Can you perform a rest action roll? Yeah, on a bad stuff, you will test your will, and if you fail that will test, then you'll flip the card and find out the badness that will happen.
Alright, then.
Alright.
Is that all I can do this round?
Yes, that is your one encounter.
Can I buy a ticket?
Encounter? No, that's
That's in
one
your action phase.
That's the encounter. You only have one encounter to do.
Alright,
only
Aya,
Okay.
you're going to fight the witch.
Yep.
Oh.
You have startled the witch. Alright, so
Yeah,
You
I have.
started the witch.
You startle the witch, you get the broom.
Has everybody like shared this to their Facebook and stuff?
I
I
have.
haven't
I
yet.
have not.
Heavens no.
Alright,
Okay.
so you do not.
Why would I do such a thing?
You need to make a will
Start
test
attracting followers.
minus
Please.
1.
I've already done it on Facebook, Twitter, and
Yeah, you share it to my Facebook.
No.
Okay, if you fail, that's no successes. If you fail the will test, gain a cursed condition.
Damn.
None of us are.
I think we suck at this game.
Everybody has a bad condition right now. I
If you
think.
will,
I don't.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
No bad conditions for the center
If
of
you
this
will,
room.
please read cursed for
Has
the
to
class.
that bad hoodoo.
Bang. Only 6s count as successes on your test. If you would gain another cursed condition, flip this card instead. If you would gain a blessed condition, discard this card instead.
You need to get blessed.
Symbol, roll 1 die. On a 4, 5, or 6, discard this card.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of the bad stuff symbol.
Oh.
Alright.
There is a way that you can get a blessed condition.
Yeah, only one.
So did I not beat her?
No, you still beat her. No, well, no.
Give a-
You've passed the initial,
can I get a...
or you failed the initial encounter to fight her, but
Can
because
give her a
it
blessed
doesn't
condition.
stop because you lost.
Which one?
Now you go into combat. You need to test strength minus 1. You need at least 1 success.
Which is now a 6.
Yes.
Or I think it's to give.
You now need.
Space, though.
Yeah.
By the way, this is the witch that she is facing.
Boom!
Got the 6. Alright. Because of this symbol here, you needed 1 success not to take any damage. You needed 1 success to kill her. So, the witch is gone.
Lawrence,
Okay.
may I see the witch real fast? Just
You know what? I just threw in the box.
How long does my curse condition last until I get a blessed card?
Until you get a blessed card. Now,
Is she in my space or no?
No.
No, nobody is
Nobody-
in anybody's face.
Now,
Camera.
you can
Run
attempt
this
to
in front of the
close the
camera.
portal now.
Okay.
Tell me like
I would like to do
when
that.
it's invisible.
Alright. So now we'll do an otherworldly encounter.
Invisible.
Okay.
Alright.
So-
Otherworldly encounter, the Dreamlands. In the Cavern of Flame, the bearded priests of Nasht and Kamantha warn you that it is too dangerous to continue. You insist that you possess the knowledge you need and are resolved to enter the Dreamlands. Make a will test minus 1.
Is your will like your lowest thing?
No, but
Alright, you
rolling
failed.
sixes sucks.
Was this a test?
Yeah, you can reroll 1. Because of your...
Okay.
Yet, do not forget your
Oh,
assets that you
You
have.
gain +1. Oh, that's not a combat encounter, never mind.
No,
But it wasn't
Oh!
the witch, though.
roll 1 more die
Yeah,
for the
roll
witch.
one more die. We can.
Alright, give me your curse.
So,
We are retroactively
Yeah.
because she forgot about this.
retconning.
This is the first time we've played, so we're going to be a little forgiving.
So now, wait,
real
what was
quickly for
the,
your information, don't get too close to the camera. Get it like a few inches away from it, and
Okay.
kind of like tilt it some so that the light can.
I got you.
Yeah.
So what is the test she needs to make?
Okay, so you need to make a will check minus 1.
Okay.
So, 2.
But since I get a...
That's,
Oh, wait.
This is an otherworldly encounter, not a dream.
Okay.
So roll your 2 die. Alright, you got the 6. After gaining access to the Dreamlands, you find yourself fighting moon beasts on a black galley sailing to the moon. Roll strength.
Hell yeah. That's your
Hell
shit.
yeah.
Fuck him up. Aww.
You get to re-roll a die for something.
Yeah.
Monkey Rabbit's Foot,
Yeah.
re-roll one of those. Bingo. If you pass, you steal their treasure and are able to barter with it. Close this gate.
Very nice.
Yay!
I won!
If you had failed, you would have become lost in a forest on the moon, lose 2 health, and have been
How do
delayed.
you end up on the moon?
But
She's
like,
in the
you're
Dreamlands.
on the
I
goddamn
can't even
moon.
get on a boat in Louisiana.
I love the fucking thing in the bottom
Louisiana,
right
then on the
corner.
map's actually in Texas.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
bad
have
with
to like,
geography.
actually turn it into a real PNG.
Alright.
See if we have the rights to
Neodymian. You are in Arkham.
Nefarious
Yeah.
Woo.
Alright. In Arkham, the Silver Twilight Lodge members ask you several
It's gonna
riddles
be a
to
thing.
prove your knowledge.
Is Batman?
Test lore +1.
I'm gonna borrow this.
Go ahead.
Because he gives out his ability, he gives out stuff. Alright, you have the one success. If you pass, they instruct you in their ways. Gain 1 spell. So we will give you the top spell.
Conjuration.
America's next top spell.
-1.
Yep, I agree.
I'll leave it.
I approve this
And an
minus
item
one.
or trinket asset from the reserve with a value equal less than your test result. Good, flip this card. Baller.
Shy caller.
And will you get George 6 sanity because we forgot to give him sanity? He started out the game dead.
Just crazy.
Alright, so for my encounter in San Francisco, a
Are you
pulp.
sure, San Fran?
Yes, it actually says it on the map.
Okay.
A pulp author named Smith invites you to read his work. The stories disturb you. Make a will check. Oh, this is not good.
You can borrow mine. Holy shit.
Nice.
If I pass, I discern that I ultimately survive. Gain a blessed condition.
Fuck yes. Blessed is the bomb.
Blessed is
blessed.
awesome.
Hashtag blessed for real.
Here's what blessed does. Boom. 4, 5s, and 6s count as successes on my tests. So I can now succeed with a 4, 5, and 6. Had I failed, I would have also become paranoid. Alright, you are in Buenos Aires.
Yeast.
Alright, you sneak aboard a ship loaded with stolen antiquities, including an ancient stone tablet. Reading it, gain 1 ritual spell. So search through the spells for one that says ritual. Just take the top one.
Do you want me to just put the other ones
Yeah,
to
just-
the back?
First, I have to like sit like.
It'll say ritual as well.
Actually, no. It'll say it. Incantation, ritual, plunderboard.
His butt.
Down here. See?
He took too many penises in it last night, and so now he's like just chafed and
So I do it
sore.
right now?
No, that's just your spell. You can now use that as an action during your turn.
Yeah.
George is getting chlamydia from that ritual.
Yeah, you can move people all around the board willy-nilly. Alright, I will
What about
finish
George?
reading Buenos
You're
Aires.
getting chlamydia from that ritual.
Memorizing the words, you feel yourself slipping
Thanks,
into.
Reverb.
Memorizing the words, you feel yourself slipping into a trance. Roll will.
Roll Will, what do he do?
Since you failed, you wake up imprisoned for theft. Gain a detained condition.
Oh, if only you were the
Woke up in
soldier, this
jail?
couldn't happen.
Was it jail he woke up in?
Yep.
Okay, he definitely got chlamydia. Or chlamydia.
Chlamydia?
Well, I was reading it and saying right at the same
Is it
time.
chlamydia times 3?
Chlamydia.
The way this will work,
Chlamydia.
you cannot take actions. You have to take a local action to get rid of that card.
Son of a bitch, I needed before local action to get rid of my debt too.
Yep. And you can only pick one of them.
That shit. I quit.
Alright, Cameron Guy.
Yeah, I want to do all the things.
You are on 6, which is a generic city.
Not Louisiana.
Not Louisiana, somewhere else on the map. The police ask for your help investigating a series of ritual killings. The grisly crime scenes threaten to overwhelm you with chills and nausea. Test will.
Test will. Okay. I got a 5, a 4, and a 2.
5, 4, and 2. 5 is a success. If you pass, you manage to examine the scene and find significant information. Spawn 1 clue.
What?
You got the clues.
Where do I
Now-
spawn it from?
I will grab a random one out of the bag.
That's what was
go-
itching.
Can I put it on the mystery, or do I gotta take
No, it has to be. It gets put on the map.
Oh,
It's not. If you had got it, it would say acquire 1 clue.
okay.
Spawn means it will go somewhere on the map,
And
Okay.
it's
and
on
it
the back of
actually
it.
is on Buenos Aires.
Which is good or bad?
Actually, pretty good because we have George
Oh,
stuck in Buenos Aires temporarily.
Hey, good thing you got chlamydia in jail.
All right.
My original plan was going
Now
to be
we're to the mythos phase.
I was gonna
Mythos.
travel when it comes out.
All right. We will start.
Wait, so that was my encounter?
Yes.
No monster, no. Like all I did was.
You did the encounter. You don't have a monster where you're at. There's actually only one monster on the board. Although this will all change. All right.
Where's the monster?
Mythos. The Omen Tracker is going one space over.
Okay.
Starting with lead investigator. If you have a card with the bad stuff symbol, the red, which is pretty much all of you who are in debt or paranoia or everything that y'all decided to do,
I quit.
Yeah, I got that.
you have no bad stuff.
No bad stuff.
What is your bad stuff trigger?
Just a little paranoid.
What do you
What
roll
am I
will,
triggered
right?
by?
What are you
I don't
triggered
know, I
by?
guess,
What are
like-
you triggered by?
I don't know. I guess like foul language. I'm a soldier, so probably explosions.
So we are looking for this symbol on the cards
Yep.
for the players at home. Since his is paranoia, he will now test will. You need to succeed.
I need to succeed, and my will is 5. Right?
Yeah, your will is 5.
Yeah, go Nightblood.
All right, you
Yes,
succeeded.
I succeeded.
So it
What does
doesn't
that
get
mean? Does that mean I can discard that? I'm no longer paranoid?
No, you're still paranoid. It's just you don't have to deal with the consequence of it. This bad stuff
I thought it
event.
said if I rolled.
That's if you're taking the action. The top half is the action you would take. The bottom half is the
Sweet.
bad stuff.
Sweet.
All right, Aya, do you have any bad stuff?
No.
Oh yeah, because it was
Yeah.
retcon. I have debt.
All right,
So some men have come to collect on your debt.
flip the card. What does the back of your card say?
Unwilling servant. A sorcerer holds you down and carves a symbol into your forehead. Time to pay what you owe, he says. You attempt to dispel the darkness that fills your thoughts.
Dude, you got this
that's
from
lore.
borrowing a fucking loan.
Yeah, if you fail, you have no recollection of your actions, gain
Who did you
amnesia.
borrow
Then
money
discard.
from,
Self-test
bro?
Yeah, these are not normal bankers.
Imagine
Got
if
it.
that's how real life
Got
debt
a
was
6.
settled. Like,
All right.
It's like you owe
Since
the
you
credit card
passed-
company money. Let me carve this shit into your forehead.
All right. So Neodymian succeeded on his. I have no. Oh, okay.
You can call
You
him
do.
Walter
I do.
because he's Walter on the stream right now.
roll a
Yeah.
die.
The nefarious woo is better.
I don't have to discard my blessed condition.
Thank goodness.
All right. For your stack of bad stuff.
I only have the one.
Okay, you have your debts.
It is really hot in here because the fan is covered up.
Yeah.
Whenever,
Read
Yeah.
your debt.
Wait, so I'm in a prison cell, and
And-
the debt collectors are still coming to me?
when
Yep.
everybody
Yep,
has,
they have ways.
when everybody's had a turn this round, we
Beyond
take a break.
riches.
So everybody
The
gets
man
smoked
wears
and
a
stuff.
hat and a brown trench coat. We do not want money, he hisses
Yeah, I
and
was about
grabs
to
your
recommend
throat.
that so we can break up the video.
Let him finish.
All right. Read it. Start again.
Beyond riches. The man wears a hat and a brown trench coat. We do not want money. He hisses and grabs your throat. You feel as if part of your identity is being stolen from you.
He's getting raped. Prison.
So test will.
If you fail, a fragment of your soul is ripped away. Lose 3 sanity.
That pretty much
Oh,
equals prison rape, right? Like that's what just happened.
The worst.
We don't want money.
All right. So you lose 3
They
will.
want your throat.
And then discard this card.
All right. So you're no longer in debt,
Your soul.
but you lost half your sanity.
I set them down and got 2 successes.
Do you have any bad stuff over there?
I have debt.
Okay. So flip over your debt and read for the viewers at home.
Let me sit. Let me get comfortable for this ass raping that's about to happen.
Language.
We have it labeled as a mature stream, so I can say whatever I want.
Like ass rape.
Yeah, like ass rape. Some men
Or
have come
prolapsed
to some men have come to collect your debt. All right.
Yep.
Make a deal. Walking into the alley, you hear the distinct ticking of a watch. An intruder dressed in a fine black suit stands in the shadows. He tells you that he'll help you in exchange for an undefined favor. You may gain a dark pack condition. If you do not, the ticking noise begins to hypnotize you. Advance Doom by 1.
Alright, so are we moving Doom by 1, or are you going to take a Dark Pact?
Oh, we'll take a dark pack.
What does a dark pack do?
Yeah.
It can be very, very bad.
Can it be good?
No.
Then fuck you guys.
But-
Move Doom
Yeah,
by 1.
move Doom by 1.
Dang. How bad is the dark? How bad could it
And
be?
I have no debt now?
Correct.
I thought Torsten wasn't here.
Although, yeah, right? This is our resident team player, Cameron Guy. Alright. Now we have done all the bad... Oh, no. There's a bad stuff monster. Okay, on the bad stuff trigger, each investigator on his space would have lost 1
Probably
health.
nothing important.
He's alone in the Himalayas.
Clicking on my chair.
Alright, now
Nondescript.
we have resolved the Omen Tracker, we've resolved the bad stuff,
Mystery solved.
and now we will
Do I get a
spawn
quick open
gates.
door?
Let's spawn some gates.
So-
I think George
gates.
just had a gate spawn
Told you. Every time.
in his throat.
Wow, how'd you know?
If you will, flip over the...
About that big or so.
Every time. Every time.
Was every day?
So how do you determine where gates are?
It's
It's-
a view on it.
This stack here, face down, flip the top one, and then it'll tell me where to go. Alright, I go right to left on this, so the Hound of Tyndalus will go on Sydney, and the deep one will go on San Francisco.
That makes sense.
San Francisco.
Alright, and now I'm going to actually read the card. He writes the price on a piece of paper and slides it across the table. It's more than you can afford, but you don't have any other options, and this greedy lout knows it. Everyone has a price. Event. Each investigator may gain a debt condition to discard 1 condition.
Yeah, Doc.
Hey, remember that time you could have taken on a dark pact condition and then gotten rid of it for a debt?
Hey, remember that time that
Sure.
I didn't do that and I moved the Doom clock by 1?
Yeah, which is bad for everyone.
Yeah.
Selfish.
Alright, so we'll start. You don't have any conditions.
I shouldn't take on the debt.
I don't believe that debt is going to
It's
help
worth
me
getting
at
rid of the
all.
paranoia.
Nah.
Nothing.
I'm a soldier. I should be a little paranoid.
Are you going to take a debt to get rid of your detained status? Now that you've seen what all 3 debts do in round 1.
Nah.
Alright. And you no longer have a condition?
I have nothing.
Mainly
Alright.
because I feel like I'm going to end up wanting to take a debt or something else. I don't want 2 debts.
Alright, so now we are to the choose lead investigator. Does anybody feel a need to change things around?
Before we do that, I suggest that we take a break to make this video a...
Yeah.
I
let's
agree.
Chunk it up into hours. Let's take a quick 15-minute break and then get back here.
We'll start over with this.
Start with the choosing lead investigator.
So, Cameron Guy, if you don't mind pausing the stream, there should be a sweet new graphic that pops up when you do that. That's what I wasn't paying attention for.
Alright guys, 10 to 15 minute break. Starting now.